All right, we're gonna keep going. I'm just gonna do mostly like hit stuff. Okay, so we've got a small pile of cash. And Bing says, just remembering my time in New York 36 years ago and trying to figure out if I've been there. Thought it was Washington Square. No, no, this is Union Square. Washington Square is more commercial. In Washington Square, they don't let people put up a lot of these like tents and stuff like that. It's less free form. And in Washington Square, they try to control like the busking population more. Like famously, there's a dancer who, like, when New York was coming out of the pandemic, they used this dancer that would dance in Washington Square as part of their campaign to be like, hey, come to New York, motherfuckers be dancing in the street and shit like that and doing painting and stuff. And actually in Washington Square, the police were shutting down this woman this is like I don't know if she's Japanese. I forget. Or maybe she's, oh Jesus. Let me not scroll through the different Asian races to try to figure out what this woman is. Anyway, this was an Asian woman, and English was not her first language. And I just thought, an example of one of the amazing people that come to New York City to do art, and are surprised by the corporatism of everything and how, like, dumb things are. I'm not saying that well, but basically, they use someone in an ad that they were actively suppressing their art on a daily basis. But anyway, in Union Square it's much more chill. In Washington Square, I never really played there anymore. I've played there a couple times. I busked there sometimes, like early on in my career, like before I knew the good spots to busk. And Washington Square is like a mecca for busking. Bob Dylan used to busk there. Who, all of Simon Garfunkel, all the people that were in New York would busk there and hang out in Washington Square Park and do heroin and stuff like that, which is part of the reason why it's so commercial and locked down, and it's like full of students, and it's pretty much just students and tourists in there. And I feel like there's a lower percentage of freaky people just down that way. So Washington Square is actually just like a walk this street, but Union Square is like the freakier place. I don't know why. It's always been freaky here. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of freaky, let's play.
Well, it came from my FLA. We tracked away across the USA. Plucked the eyebrows on the way, shaved the legs, and then here's she says, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Hey darling, take a walk on the wild side.